Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Holly Shock is still going strong as a recent third shift retiree, and the very funny Travis Charles stops by with possible appearances from Harvey Firestein and Wallace Shawn. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, what's going on? I'm never ready for
you're going on.
What's the time?
It's 8:05.
It doesn't. Not that time. The time on there. Never mind. Hey, we're back on the Life Radio Show.
1:05. Sorry.
1:05. Okay. Well, we'll figure this out, Patrick. It's okay. We're all here. Welcome back to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Are we ready for another fun hour? I know I'm not.
Okay. Whatever.
Yep, Holly Shock is still in as guest co-host.
Hi, everybody.
Couldn't do it without you, Holly.
I can't do a lot of things without me either.
That's true. That's
but
true.
I don't know.
Travis Charles.
Hello.
Hello, Travis. Travis Charles has made it into the studio. We got to do some traveling together yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We got all the way out to Indianapolis.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a fun time. It was a fairly supportive crowd.
Their comics stay for the whole show.
Yeah,
Which is rare.
Which is rare.
I mean, it is 2 floors down to go hang out outside, and then you're under underpass. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah, so
not
there's
appealing, but
not a whole lot of other places to go. But yeah.
But I get it. I mean, I've seen all the comics around. I don't want to watch half of them either. So, I get it. But at least they all are in there, and it was a good mix.
Yeah, because there are a lot of them I hadn't met before out there. There are only a couple that I knew. So it was a good time. It was a good time. So if anybody hasn't been out to Indy to do the open mic at Joker's on Monday, it's a fun time.
Contact Ray Hensley. Send him every message you can.
Oh yeah, just constantly, just bombard him.
Yes,
with Facebook messages. Just
he likes the
constantly.
male anatomy.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
yes,
Yeah,
just tons of
send him some D, and he'll get you a
A
spot
little D,
on there,
big
yeah.
D.
Yeah, but
DP.
he's not gay, but he'll look.
Remember when we put his name on the marquee as gay Ray Hensley?
Well, yeah, I was the last time he was. I think
Ray
that was when
Hensley.
he was here with Charlie back in August or July or something like that. I was putting I was changing the marquee at the club, and Travis drives up as I'm doing it and convinces me I should put gay Ray Hensley on the marquee. So I did.
That almost sounds like a gay boxer. No, in this corner, gay Ray Hensley weighing in at.
Yeah, you're thinking of Sugar Ray.
He's a featherweight.
Sugar.
Featherweight.
No.
Oh, stop.
Okay, like 5 featherweights. Anywho, whatever. What are we talking about him?
I don't know who. Okay, Travis, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man.
It's been a little while since you've been in. You've been up slumming around Michigan.
Yeah. Kind of just living wherever I can live, I guess.
It's good to have you back in the Dayton
Thank you.
scene. Yeah.
Yep, it's fun.
Living in your car.
I'm one of the very few people who actually miss Dayton when I leave it.
I do. I miss Dayton. I don't miss home.
People who grew up here, you lose the appeal of it. But Dayton's actually a pretty cool little town, even though I only hang out in the Oregon district. But like, it's fun. People listen to us like, ugh, don't go down there. But
Oregon district, it's gotten a lot. But there for a while, it was pretty rough.
yeah,
But
I like
it has gotten a lot better down there. It's not really. It's not what it was.
No,
So come on back. Yeah, come on back, especially to Wiley's.
Yeah.
Especially this weekend and all weekends, because
every weekend.
Every weekend, we want you down there spending money.
Every
Keep us
weekend's a
open
Wiley weekend.
for another week.
And a 2-item minimum does not mean I'm okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so what's been going on with you? You back in Ohio, back in Dayton?
Yeah, I got a job.
You got a job?
I'm growing up, guys. I'm 38.
That is so depressing.
It is depressing.
Yeah, you're far too young for that.
Yeah.
38.
What am I doing?
Aw.
Like, I'm living my life backwards. Like when I was 18, I owned a house and cars were paid for, and like I was married, and all my friends were living with their parents and stuff. And then 20 years later, they're all got houses, kids, and paid off cars.
Right.
And I'm living in my car.
Yeah,
Like,
well, there you go. Yeah.
It's complete reversal. Actually, no, my job did a very cool thing today, and they put me up in a hotel for a month.
Really?
Congratulations. That's great. Honest to God, that's great.
So, ladies, if you're listening,
ladies,
I've got 2 beds.
yeah. So they did that for you?
Yeah.
No, that's
that's
I mentioned it to
actually
one
pretty
dude. I was like,
cool.
man, I'm so tired. I slept in my car again last night. He goes, what? You living in your car? I was like, yeah. He goes, and he just walked away, made a phone call, and told me that they take care of it. And I was like, what does that mean? And then by
They
like
fired you.
Yeah.
by 12 o'clock, they was like, all right, got you staying here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. That,
Yeah.
that-
That's great.
I'm not paying it back. Like,
right. It's not coming out of your check, man.
then they say, go get some free boots today, too, and got a Red Wing voucher and got some boots.
Yeah.
Yep. Another week and I can quit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what-
Excuse me, Travis. This mini bar charge.
yeah, you probably shouldn't quit before the
Who ate-
hotel's actually
Yeah.
paid for.
Who ate all these cookies?
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good that there are still places that give.
And there's still
Yeah,
people.
Because
yeah.
and there are still people that give a crap about that.
And here's a tip: if you are living in your car, you can go to the YMCA and they will let you take free showers. They'll give you a little pad. I got one. I don't need it now. I used it once and found a creepy guy in the shower the first day in there, so I'm kind of glad I don't need it. But
As you were showering, you looked over.
I'm sorry, that's one of my
Yeah.
off holidays.
William,
Off holidays. Well,
Off holidays, yes. Holidays.
yeah, that's I didn't know you could just get a shower pass.
well, I walked in and I was like, "Do you guys have any deals where you just let people take showers?" And I didn't say I was homeless or anything,
Right.
And of course, I don't look homeless. You know, when I'm like got clothes
Right,
on,
right.
When
Well,
I'm naked, I'm homeless. I'm like a homeless naked guy.
Well,
but-
yeah, then you're clothesless.
And the
homeless.
dude was like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Can I ask what's going on?" I was like, "I'm just living in my car. Got a new job and all this," and kind of just explained it really quick. And within 30 seconds, he was signing a guest pass.
Well, that's a good deal. Yeah, it's good that they're. Yeah, that makes me feel good about humanity. That there are people that are out there that'll let you do
That is
stuff
really
like that
good.
that you need to
Now
try
I've
to
gotta-
get back.
I gotta
Yeah,
find someone who'll
there's
just
nice
feed
people.
me.
Right. That's
Now I just need food. Like,
oh, I thought you meant like cut stuff up into little bites and place it on your
that
mouth.
would be even better. Like, but I feel like now that I lost a good joke that I did last night at Joker's about living in my car because
Yeah,
now it's not
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I guess I could just lie.
Yeah.
No one's
that's
listening that's
possible.
going to come
That's
see me.
Just stuff your clothes up and stick it in the car.
Yeah.
And that way when they walk, he's still
I'll put a
in his
big
car.
My Buddy doll in the window.
Yeah.
Like, look, take pictures of it.
Yeah, there
That
he
would
is.
be
There he is.
that would be good though when you do the next Wiley's. And now coming on stage, homeless naked guy.
Yeah.
Yep, homeless Travis. That's
And then I get a standing, everyone leaving, not an ovation.
right. Yeah. It's not a standing
Standing
ovation if they
walkout.
get up and walk out. That's
And it's homeless naked night at
yep,
Wiley's.
he's apparently not taking advantage
Could we
of the
do a
YMCA
nudist
showers.
comedy show?
Oh,
What's that?
Could we do a nudist comedy show? I think the city would let us do it.
I won't
know.
wanna clean
I
the
don't
seat.
know.
Well, Wiley's is not a public; it's a
That's
private.
true. Yeah, it's
So
privately
you
owned
should be
business,
able
so-
to.
You can do the dudes.
Man,
G-strings.
I
You
don't
got to
know.
get some seat covers, though.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
the
don't
audience
want,
would like
I don't
it.
want that all over the seats.
You have to go to
in there, 'cause
Mr.
those
T's.
things have been through enough.
Go to Mr.
But
T's and get some
people,
seat
it would
covers.
sell out for the people buying tickets to come see who else showed up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Clothing optional. You'd have like one nude couple and that's it.
Yeah. And everybody else
One
be
new
there
couple,
to see
Charlie
them.
Hester,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we can't let you. You
I
have
don't
too
know.
much
That'd
clothing
be
on.
weird. That'd be weird. I mean, yeah. Too many naked
I don't know why I
people
thought
just-
of that,
yeah.
but
Because you're a pervert.
maybe.
Yeah, we discussed that earlier.
Yeah.
You know. And yep.
Need to give him a Big Ben costume.
There you go. There you go.
The clock?
The clock. Yes. Yeah. We were discussing that earlier. It was a news story from the last hour
Oh, okay.
where a guy was running a London marathon in a Big Ben costume and hit his head on a clock.
Nice.
Yeah, as at the finish line. As he
Ironic.
helped across. Yeah.
Whenever I hear Big Ben, I just think of Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Big Ben Parliament.
Yep.
Hey, kids, Big Ben.
Yeah, I can't left. So, what's going on? Do you have shows that you're doing, or just whatever you can get?
People keep hitting me up to headline things, and I'm accepting them, but I haven't put none in my calendar.
Oh, so you've accepted a bunch and you don't know where they
Yeah.
are. That's
I think Kevin Rupert's got me doing something in June. Like I think maybe June 20th.
Yeah.
June 20th
Yeah.
at the
Are you on
Barrel,
that one
Yeah,
too?
I'm in that one too.
Okay,
Yeah,
Holly's
we'll all
chasing me
be on
around
that
now.
one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
on it too?
stop
Yeah, I'm
it.
on that one too.
Yeah.
It'll be my third time at the Barrel because
Then
that's
I'm on,
a good show.
Brooks Robinya's June 22nd show.
Yeah, that's the
You're on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So you guys are just getting
Yeah.
together now.
Yeah,
I mean, at some point you do get groupies done.
That's
some
true.
point.
That's true. That's true.
semi-real ones.
She
too.
retired and she's like, you know what? I'm following Travis Charles around
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the dead
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get groupies and you get gropey and it's all over.
because my career's dead.
Yeah.
Groupies, yes.
Gropey with the roofie.
A grumpy groupie
With
groupie.
your poopa-doopa-loop, whatever that was, the first one you said.
Poopa doopa.
What was that your word? I forget what that word was.
Well, it was your word actually.
was it?
Yeah, it was uppity poopa doobies.
Uppity poopa-doopa.
Yeah, the Hampton poopa doobies.
You're talking about Virginia?
Virginity.
Virginia.
West Virginity. That's pretty good.
That's funny. West Virginity?
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
exist.
Have you met Holly?
I'm not
some
sure I
things,
have.
Some things just fly out there, and you don't know where
Yeah.
they came from. But most of those things can be dismissed as. Have you met Holly?
60s drugs. That's I'm staying by that one.
Which is good. I love your energy. That's the fun of having you.
And the funny thing is, I got more now that I'm not working.
Right? Yeah.
my
What do you
God.
call this drug? Broken in half marker?
That's one of my favorites. Call this one Elmer's.
Elmer's.
It'll make you hoarse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
This is weird.
It is. It gets a little weird in here.
Yeah.
And Patrick made me turn the heat up, so I'm sweating now. I'm gonna turn that back down, Patrick. You're just
It
just
did
gonna
get
have
pretty
to be
warm.
Sweating to the funnies.
Because I brought the heat, guys.
Travis brought the heat, man.
Because I did the same thing on Sunday. I only bumped it like maybe 2 degrees, and it ended up raising it 8 degrees.
Oh yeah.
That thing
Sometimes
is,
you just
Oh,
bump
it's
it a
not
little
very
bit,
good.
it raises it
Yeah,
all the way
temperature
up.
thingy.
If there's any doctors listening, I want to get checked for mesothelioma. I'm pretty sure I have it.
Why is that?
Because I've been coughing for like years, and I can't stop it.
Have you ever worked around asbestos?
I cleaned out a house in Cincinnati that was full of it.
Oh, nice.
Even with respirators, it still got all
Oh,
in
yeah,
my,
oh, yeah,
in my-
oh,
So I'm pretty sure I huffed in a bunch of it.
Oh, well.
So I got black lung.
yeah.
Like,
Is that's well,
That's from coal
Yeah,
mine.
you're not a coal miner.
yeah, but I think you can get it from that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got something. It's very sticky when it comes up, and it tastes sweet. I don't know if that's just all the sugar I eat. But
that could be. You're just
No.
your blood. Have you had your blood sugar checked?
everything's fine with me except for my weight and my blood pressure.
Oh.
Cholesterol's good.
Yeah.
Sugars are fine. Like, when my blood pressure is like 200 over like 130.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high.
The nurses always look at me shocked that I'm not just dead. And I go, they check it, they look at me, and I go, "Yep."
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And they get it down to like 160 over like 90 or so, and they go, "Okay, you can leave now." I'll go, "That's still high." Like,
What do they do?
yeah.
Like leak you?
They got this
Yeah,
stuff.
they drain
No.
you out. They
Yeah.
yep, need to reduce.
Just
need to
one
relax a little
more.
bit. Yep.
Like, they got this stuff they put in your IV, and it'll drop your blood pressure instantly. I'm like, just
Really?
give me that.
Yeah, I'll take it
Like,
home.
you've got it. Give me that in a pill.
Yep. What are you hoarding the stuff? Come on.
We're sorry, sir. It's not U.S.
It
approved
literally
yet.
took like
Yeah.
2 minutes. She goes, "I'll be right back." Came in, it dropped like 60 points.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I didn't feel any different.
You can't get
Yeah.
that? Oh,
Huh. You would think
Man, I
you would
want
think they
some.
would have something that would do that because they would
All
be
these
needed.
years of high blood pressure, they'd have to have something that works instantly.
I would think.
That
And-
just
yeah.
you just can't get it. I mean, the hospital has it, but
Yeah.
they won't give it to us.
It's called meditation.
meditation.
Oh.
Man,
Yeah.
my meditation is falling asleep. That's about as far
Yeah,
as close
yeah.
as I get to that.
I'd like to be highly meditated right now.
Look at
medicated? Medicated.
Imagine me sitting Indian style trying to meditate. That would look.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh man, I believe that because of peyote back in, man. Peyote.
Just follow the weird naked Indian.
Just got to wash the strychnine off it. That's a bummer.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Well, the strychnine's part of it, I think.
That'll lower your blood pressure real quick.
Yeah, there was like gypsum weed grows in cow poop. Have you ever heard of that?
So do
No.
shrooms.
They got that at Kroger's, I think.
No, different thing. These are they have a little pod on the end that has spikes on it, and I shouldn't be telling you this, but they're
Thank
not.
you.
Yeah, you can break it open. You want to dry the seeds out first because it basically is strychnine.
Oh yeah.
If you have too many of them, it'll kill you. But if you have just enough, you'll trip balls. I've heard. Actually, I know somebody. I'm not going to say any names. I know somebody who got in trouble with that when I was younger. My brother, and because he researched this stuff because he was always looking for new innovative ways to get high. What happened? What happened, Patrick?
Just disconnected for like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. We're back.
It missed the part we said.
The Food and Drug
We lost
Administration.
all of our viewers that we didn't have. Anyway, we.
I forgot I'm on there.
We got -4 now.
Negative 4.
Yeah,
I'm just staring at you the whole time. Like
four people refuse to watch.
We're into an alternate universe. All right.
Exactly. But no, somebody got in trouble for that, and the only reason he got in trouble because he discovered them. He dried them out. You want to dry them out because if they're still wet, they're just way too potent. And he gave them to a neighbor kid who decided he was going to take them when they were all just as soon as he handed to him, he popped like 5 of them in his mouth. Had to go to the hospital, have a stomach pump. They thought he was going to die. And the police came over and talked and found out what happened. It's like, well, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So, they...
eating that detergent thing, too.
It might be more illegal to dig through the cow poop because you're
don't have to dig
trespassing.
through them. They grow up high in it. And at the time,
you had a cow?
we had some farmland out in the country, and we were able to...
I could picture you having a cow.
Don't have
the cowman. Yeah. We both
my
got
shorts,
it.
dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you heard some of my ranting on the way over to Andy. You could picture me having a cow. It's been that kind of day. A couple times I almost exploded today. I almost gave birth to a full-fledged cow.
Nice.
So that's like I was saying earlier. I don't know when the meltdown's going to happen. If it's going to happen on the radio, on TV, or on stage this weekend.
It's going to happen at the club.
It's going to happen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see it. It almost happened today. I was going to talk about this earlier. I got a message from. Do you remember on the Dayton Comics page a while back? I know I don't like to start beef, but this guy is getting on my last nerves.
Oh boy.
This is a guy that was on Dayton Comics page a while back that got basically booted off for being a moron. Yeah, his was it
the highly motivated kid?
No, not him. This is an older guy. This is an older guy. I'm not going to read his message out because it just make me mad again. But here's the thing: if you want to get on Wiley Sunday Comics, you email WileySundayComics@gmail.com. What you don't do is send a moronic, stupid message to the owner of the club.
Can I bring my plungers again? Want to bring my plunger to your club?
No, wasn't him either.
It wasn't him?
It was not him.
Well,
it was
I was
some other guy.
imagining
Tick-tock.
He made sure to let me know that he did a show at Wiley Sunday Comics about 2 years ago, and everybody loved him.
Was it puke?
He made no. It was he was on Facebook page a couple months ago and just talking about how all the stupid, just the dumbest jokes you'd ever hear in your life. He's an older guy. He did a bunch of really stupid videos and kept posting his videos on the comics page until he got booted.
The old guy.
You know who I'm talking
the old
about
guy.
now. Not Father Time.
Okay.
Oh, not Father Time?
Not
Okay.
Father Time.
But I know this
Father
person.
Time is a delight compared to this, Jack.
Rabbit.
Me and Father Time
Jack
got into
Rabbit.
it on Facebook.
Did you and Father Time did? Father Time did the radio show one time here, and this was when I had a co-host who shall remain nameless. And he told my co-host about a couple weeks after doing the radio show that he thinks that he's been blacklisted for doing my radio show because nobody's booked him ever since he did this show. And then a week later, he asked if he could come back on the show, and I told him I'd really hate to damage your career, so no thank you.
Nice. Wow. I love your just like, I can't say the words I want to say, but like, you tell people really what you want to say, but it comes off kind of nonchalant. Like it's the way you do it.
It's kind of backhanded.
It's very backhanded.
I love that.
But it's not a compliment. It's like a backhanded insult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like it.
Subtlety. It's subtlety.
It's very subtle.
Hate to damage your career.
Straight to the point, but subtle about it.
Yeah, he did. Last time when I first started doing stuff and I was invited to do a show, and I'm invited, I'm doing this show, and all of a sudden Father Time sends me a message, hey, can you give me a gig on that one too? And I go, Not even my show, and I don't know what.
Yeah,
They used to book him. Somebody used to book him
Mike Canistero
at
used to
retirement
do
homes.
his- yeah, Mike Canistero did. He was he was his manager for a while
Really?
as a joke.
Oh, okay.
That's
He used to do retirement homes.
He,
Oh, okay.
I was asked to manage Father Time afterward. Here, this one of my favorite stories about him is he. You know my former co-host here on the show, Jason. He received his dad received a call from Father Time trying to get a hold of Jason because he didn't have Jason's number. So he went through the phone books and called everybody with that last name
Oh my goodness.
till he got to Jason. Now here's the funny thing, my last name is Smith. One day I received a call shortly after this, and I knew it was him. He said, "Is Don there?" I was like, "There's nobody here by that name."
he just crossed you off the list.
Through the Smiths.
Oh
That's
my
a lot.
Kind of
God.
psychopath does
That's a lot.
that.
That's a lot.
That is because it was bad enough with Jason, but he had a fairly common name. Now it wasn't that uncommon, but Smith. You're going to go through the phone book and call all the Smiths just to try to find the one guy that runs the radio show that got you blacklisted from other shows.
We should have someone make him mad with the last name with Chew. And give him a Chinese phone book.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's craziness. No, this is not any of those people that you mentioned.
No,
I'll
you'll
let
tell
you
me
know
later.
off the air. And,
See, I like to talk about stuff.
Yeah, there are some issues and I've had issues on this show before where we talked about a certain other comic, and it got me in some feuds that still aren't over yet.
Nice.
So
Family Feud.
which because most people think I'm a nice guy, and man, they're wrong.
Okay, here's the thing about that, right?
It's the HVAC
It's
job
the,
at Wright State that got you there.
They got me where.
Oh.
No, I was a nice guy there. It's basically owning a comedy club and having open micers, first-time open micers, friend me on Facebook and then start sending me messages at 11:30 on a Sunday night. That does it.
Wow.
When your whole set revolves around plungers and you start texting the club owner at 11:30 on a Sunday night who's on call that month and has to sleep with his phone next to him, so every text wakes him up, and you expect him to tell you what he thought of your set, he's going to tell you.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's been a hoot. It's been a hoot. And I understand why Rob always came off as kind of grumpy and standoffish with comics.
It's
Because you have to be.
because
They don't
there are
get it
comics
otherwise.
that don't get it.
They don't. Here's the thing. If I don't know you personally, if I have not spoken to you, if I don't consider you, don't send me a message. If you want to be booked on the show, you can go on to our website and you can find out how to do that. There's contact information on there. Check the website. Don't text the owner because eventually he's going to snap.
Yeah.
This is the week I snap, Holly.
He comes walking in. Wow, I didn't know there was going to be a Tuesday night show here, and the lights go off in the place, and all of a sudden you hear you patting.
Don just gets up one night and goes to the club and films a one-man show with no audience.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty
I've
dope.
done that actually. We did a sketch with Brandon Barry for DATV. We did this once, and it was fun because he made a film or something, and he put it in the background of some of the stuff. But the set we did, I was basically on stage as a comic, and they were just the worst possible jokes you could. Nothing funny about them. They weren't mine. Brandon wrote them, but it was a completely empty room. The only thing we did is we showed that there was laughter from one person, and you skip over through the magic of movies, and it's me laughing at my own stuff.
Nice.
And I'm in the audience, like laughing hysterically, like falling on the floor, rolling around.
That's pretty cool.
It was fun. It cracked me up.
But think about it, if you filmed a special like in a really sweet-looking theater where it's just you, just doing your material, and then the same thing.
That would be so
and
creepy.
you're back laughing at yourself, and you're crowd working yourself. I bet Netflix would buy it.
Because I did that. I did that when I was doing that. This guy gets it.
I do. And then maybe once in a while you get yourself way in the back heckling.
Yeah, you keep changing seats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
check out Brandon Barry's YouTube. It's on there somewhere. I know it's on one of the. It was
Okay.
TBTV back when they were doing that. It was a lot of fun. I missed those because I got to be homeless Jerry in those, and I really loved
Hey,
that
nothing
character.
funny about being homeless, dog.
I know. Homeless Jerry was like a one sketch idea that they had, and basically all it was is homeless Jerry was doing an ad to try to get people to give him their house, and he was trying to convince them that the house that they had was such a burden that they didn't want it. And that was the whole gist of homeless Jerry, but there wasn't really a script. So I ad-libbed most of the first, there was like a limited script of what they wanted done. So I ad-libbed most of that for the first time we did it. And it was so much fun that we came back. We did a whole series of Homeless Jerry sketches. Nice. And the one that really cracked me up, he did one called, it was called Shacks, which is like a knockoff of MTV's Cribs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only he was homeless, so he was living in a shack. He had broken into somebody's garage. So basically what we did is I walked into this garage and walked around looking at stuff for about 15 minutes, and I looked at him and said, okay, let's start filming. There was no script, and I spent probably 20 minutes walking around there with the camera rolling, just riffing off. It's just stupid, but it was hilarious. I even made there was a champagne glass over there, and like there was like some glue and some different stuff. I made myself a little cocktail, and just. It was.
This is where the magic happens.
Exactly. I believe I said that at one point.
Is this still on there?
I believe it is. If you check out YouTube, TBTV.
TBTV. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that because I'd love to watch that.
Yeah, they were fun. I miss being a homeless Jerry. Anyway, we're gonna have to take a break and play something. What have I got on this next break? Okay. This one we have a little Mr. Wiggly's exploration launch with their hit song "Go to Mars." Have you heard of Mr. Wiggly's exploration launch?
No.
Nope.
Dayton's #1 space funk band.
And
number
only
one space, and the only ones, but they're still #1, so that's what matters. They're #1 in our hearts. Here's a little Mr. Wiggly's somewhere. I think I might have something first, but here's some Mr. Wiggly's exploration launch. Go to Mars.
Yay!
All right, Patrick.
I was talking to this one woman for a little while, and this is not code for anything. I don't do good, obviously. You've seen me up here, right? You hear me talk, she's like, I'm still friends with 85% of my ex-boyfriends. And all I could think is 85% requires a divisor of at least 20. That is as far as you can break that fraction down right there. It's like 17 over 20, 85%. What if she meant like 34 out of 40 or 153 boyfriends out of 180? I don't care how you break it down. She's had way too many dudes in her denominator. Go to Mars.
What you talk about going to Mars? Well, that sounds just way too far. I don't really want to go no more. What you talk about, Lewis? What you talk about? What you talk about? talk about going to Mars. Now that just seems way too far. I don't know how to say this straight, because I think you're messing with me. What you talk about, Lewis? What you talk about? What you talk about? Lewis? My sugar, I got the sugar, I got the sugar. Now I kept it, I tried to pick it up, but I kept it. Kept the sugar over, and it's out of my reach. Gotta get the microphone off the stand, gotta get the microphone off the stand. Get it off the stand, got my sugar, got my sugar. Got my sugar, do an earthquake on the shaker, here we go.
That was a good one. That's a keeper.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff you haven't done, Don. People don't ask you to do stuff.
Charlie Hester's still sitting in as a guest co-host. She hasn't run off yet.
No, never.
Giggling about premature ejaculation. Gosh,
dang
that's
it.
so immature. It's just totally, or premature. Either way.
I'm sick of kissing.
If we
Would've
have
probably
subtitles
told that
on
one
this
on
show, how are you going to spell coming?
How else? Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show and Wiley's Comedy Club. If you want to catch me on stage with the fabulous Charlie Hester, we'll both be at Wiley's on May 3rd and 4th. Come on out and see us along with Keith Bergman. Tickets are available at wileyscomedy.com, or you can hit me up in the WWSU studio.
'Cause I'm a sex tornado, and I'm coming to blow you down.
I am in control of my penis, and I'm like, wow, what is this?
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker at Wiley's Comedy Club, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9. Swear to God.
Swear to God.
All right. Thank you. That went out over the air. Good job. We are back on the Life Radio Show, Swear to God, with Holly Shock.
Hi, everybody.
Sitting over there. Yeah. And Travis Charles.
I'm here.
Travis Firestein is still here.
Oh, yep. Honey.
Yep. That's what we need to do is Wally Shawn interviews Harvey Firestein.
Oh, my God.
Carl, do you have any good movies coming up?
Mrs. Doubtfire 3.
Oh, that's inconceivable. I can't believe they're making another one.
We just skipped 2 because Robbie's not here anymore.
Oh. That's so sad.
What bathroom?
Oh.
Well, I tell you, you guys got to give him more respect.
That was pretty weird.
Yeah, that was inconceivable.
Holly Dangerfield.
That's all you need for a gynecologist to tell.
Giant,
I'm sorry,
a
giantologist.
Gynecologist. There's nothing normal.
Some of them need that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're inconceivable. Well,
that thing's so big, you must go to a gynecologist.
Yikes, lady.
Giantcologist. That is the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, giantcologist. I don't even know how to spell it, but we'll figure it out.
well, yeah, it's triple word score.
Yeah,
sure.
there you go. Yeah, we're
word
winning this
score.
Scrabble game tonight.
Yeah.
Should we hit some news stories?
Sure.
Are we ready for
Okey-doke.
some news? Okay, we're not going to do it in the Wally Shawn voice.
Boris Karloff. Do Boris Karloff.
I don't even know who that is. How old do you think I am, Holly?
Well, Frankenstein's monster.
Jimmy Stewart.
Frankenstein. Oh, Jimmy Stewart.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
that's
see?
all right.
James Cagney. That's the way it was, eh?
Beluga whale wearing a harness, which was spotted by a fisherman off Norway's coast, could belong to the Russian Navy, according to reports. The Norwegian Directorate of Fisheries posted pictures on video on social media saying, white whale off Finnmarkistan coast. White whale off of Finnmarkistan coast that had tight straps fastened around the body is now free. Maybe that strap-on was there for a purpose.
For a porpoise.
For a porpoise.
I love it.
You don't hear of beluga whales defecting very often.
No, yep, not a lot. They
You know how long it took that whale to put that harness on?
It's a sleeper whale.
Sleeper whale.
As soon as it gets the signal, it's gonna go. It's gonna become another active agent.
I wonder what the dominatrix whale looks like if he's wearing the straps.
It's a killer whale.
Crew from the Fisheries Directorate Sea Service are trained to release whales from ropes and fishing gear, and together with the local fisherman Jur Heston, they managed to liberate the whale. Whale liberating. Yeah.
Whale liberation, dude.
One of the fishermen told Norway's national broadcaster NRK, Nurk. That's a better name. Nurk.
What's your last name?
Yep, what are you doing, Nurk.
No, it's Nark.
From a long line of nerks.
Well, yeah, if it was Swedish, it'd be Dirk to Dirk.
It translates to Dirk in Swedish.
Dirk. Told national broadcaster NRK that there were 2 round straps fastened around the whale so you can hold on. The Russians have whale transports.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Or
whale
Aquaman
riding
fell
Russians.
off.
Because Putin got tired of riding the horses shirtless. He's now on the beluga whales.
Yeah, all those sperm whales.
They
too.
were clipped with buckles, he added.
Is that the name of the whale?
And fastened with a 12-inch dong.
So the whale was named Buckles?
Look at the nerk on that whale.
That's quite a nerk, if I do say so myself.
That's a nerk of those jokes.
Use a strap on that Buckles uses. Buckles the whale.
Buckles the beluga
Now
whale.
it's Seaman World.
Wow.
That's twice I used that word today.
Yep, there wasn't a sperm whale.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we're going to be giantologist or Buckles the sperm whale or Buckles the beluga whale. I don't know.
Beluga?
Yeah. Beluga.
The kids like their beluga sandwiches.
Or that maybe that whale was
American cheese and beluga. That's
the whale was running drugs.
Yep. It's a whale. It's a mule. It's a
It's a
mule
whale.
Mule whale.
Oh, okay.
It's a Mueller whale.
Mueller.
20 mule whale team borax.
Mueller.
He does whale speak.
An Indian man cut off his own finger after accidentally voting for the wrong party in his country's election.
Damn.
Pawan Kumar said that he had wanted to vote for the Bahujan Samaj Party in the second round of the election in the northeast state of Uttar Pradesh. We can get through this. But instead of pressing the button for the BSP's elephant, he pressed the button for the lotus, the symbol for the ruling Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party. Mr. Kumar told the ANI news agency, I accidentally pressed the wrong button, having the lotus symbol instead of an elephant. I chopped my finger off for the mistake. That's a guy that does not let himself go.
He can only vote 9 more times.
He lets himself go just one piece at a time.
No, actually, I would argue 19 if you count the toes.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. It's It's
But it wasn't his finger's fault.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with it. It was just stupid brain. Like,
Well, as they say in the Bible, if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off.
Yeah, there you go. Or your finger. If your finger causes you to vote for the wrong party,
I'd be in a whole bunch of trouble if that was true.
it's like this, no!
Charlie Esther
like
wouldn't
Evil
have
Dead.
anything anymore if that was the case.
No.
why are you picking on Charlie so much?
Because of the comment that you sent earlier.
I got all of them. Okay.
A woman who suspected something odd inside her Pittsburgh home discovered her ex-boyfriend had been living in the attic.
Dude, I've seen that in real life.
Yeah, Carrie
Oh,
Kukutsi.
yeah.
Kukutsi.
Raccoon.
Yeah. 31 years old was arrested in the unnamed woman's house and charged with burglary and unlawful restraint. Unlawful restraint? Is that a thing? Did he tie her up?
You gotta be on that one.
Yeah, that unlawful restraint after she found him standing in the middle of her bedroom. After the encounter, he allegedly grabbed her face before she pushed him away and ran outside screaming, prompting several neighbors to call 911. Police searched the house and found Kakusi hiding under clothes and furniture. He told police officers he was homeless and had been sneaking in and out of the house for about 2 weeks, and she just then noticed.
That is more common than what you think.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Wasn't what was his name? Randy. I cannot think of his name. The Uncle Eddie, cousin Eddie.
Yeah. Quaid.
Randy
Yeah,
Quaid.
Randy
Yeah,
Quaid.
didn't he get busted squatting in somebody's house or squatting in
Maybe.
a house he didn't pay for or something like that? Yeah.
We had a
He
guy
kind of went off the deep end there.
in Virginia. We were cable installers crawling through the attic, and he put his hand, and when he put his hand down, it was soft, and he went, "Ugh." He put his hand into a dude's stomach that was sleeping under the installation
Oh my
Wow.
Jesus! Oh,
because
Wow.
he didn't want no one to see him, but he had carved into the cable into the attic and plugged in a TV upstairs in the attic. Is why the TV downstairs stopped working.
That's hilarious.
And he was like, "Will you please not say anything? My wife kicked me out like a couple weeks ago, and like I have nowhere to go." So during the day, he goes down and eats, showers, and then goes back up in the attic by the time she gets off of work and just stays quiet.
oh my!
That's disturbing.
I'd rather live in a car.
Isn't
Yeah.
that like
say.
asbestos stuff or?
We had a guy living under someone's house too that didn't know the people.
Well, it's fiberglass insulation. There's not a lot of asbestos in insulation
But still,
anymore.
the
But yeah, the
fiberglass is
fiberglass, you're
yucky,
going to
too.
itch like crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess he got used to
Wow.
it. But there's another guy living in a crawl space. It was a really nice crawl space, but
Well, that's good. I mean, at least, you know.
he had a mattress under. He had really. I don't know how do you get all this stuff in someone's house without them seeing you do it? But there was a mattress under there, like pillows, like he had like groceries, like sitting up in the shelves where the joists and the bricks meet. Like he had canned foods and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess you do what you have to do, but man,
That's a little
extreme.
Boy.
right
That's
there.
excessive.
Yeah.
Hiding under the that's the one I can't get over. The crawl space, you know,
putting
you
the
could
hand
almost,
down
you
and
could
doing
almost feel human, almost, or at least like a raccoon.
Putting your hand down on a person,
What?
you're
Oh,
that would
man.
scare the crap out of me. Oh my goodness!
I could do 3 hours on stories from Comcast.
I bet.
Crazy
Gee,
stuff.
That's ridiculous.
Dudes standing in closets holding knives when you open them to go check the cable, going shh. My friend was like, "Gotcha." Closed the door, went back and said, "Hey, there's a guy in your closet holding a knife." She started yelling, "Who's in my closet?" The dude chased him out of the apartment complex all the way to his van.
Nice.
She didn't know who the guy was, but he was there for a reason.
Yeah. If you're hiding in somebody's closet holding a knife, you're there for a reason.
The cable guy, like, don't tell, okay?
You didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's messed up. That's messed up stuff right there.
Fun.
Yeah.
Freaked
Yeah.
out.
It's good stories.
Now we'll have to check underneath my place when I get home.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look in my basement. And see.
Holly opens her closet, tells the guy in the closet to shush, like, stop talking.
Stop talking. I'll put you in the back with the other bodies.
Yep, dozens of mummified mice have been found in a newly discovered tomb belonging to a husband and wife in Egypt. The burial chamber was located after authorities came across a group of grave robbers attempting to secretly dig into an area of archaeological importance. The tomb, which dates back to the Greek era of Egyptian history, is thought to be about 2,000 years old. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities said it found the remains of several birds and animals, as well as the occupants, a high-ranking official called Tutu and his wife Ticheret Isis. ISIS.
The original ISIS.
Yeah, that's the old school ISIS
Supreme.
right there. They had mice that did their dirty work for them.
The birds carried the mice and dropped them
Right,
off.
exactly. Yep. Incoming mice.
So they had mice, mummified mice wearing tutus.
I think they just didn't clean very well.
Wow.
That's what I think.
They wouldn't be too scary in a mummy movie. You just kick them away.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, one or two
Got
of them. One or two of them.
Yep. Return of the mummified mice. That's
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
That's a Nancy
Oh,
Drew
you
mystery,
all right?
I think. Nancy Drew mystery.
Yeah, Nancy Drew and the mummified mice. We lost our producer. That's okay. We will press forward. A large flightless exotic bird likened to a living dinosaur and infamous for killing its 75-year-old owner in Florida this month is back on the market.
Yeah.
The razor-clawed cassowary is one of 100 exotic animals from the departed owner's estate going up for auction. Gulf Coast Livestock Auction said in a Facebook post, the auction of the killer cassowary is in accordance with the last wishes of Marvin Hajos. Marvin is, or Hajos, I'm not even sure how you, anyway, moving on. One of Marvin's wishes were his animals be sold at auction as soon as possible. This is an absolute auction and complete dispersal of his animal collection.
I heard about this, and I looked up a picture. Have you seen a picture of one of these things?
Oh, yeah.
Its foot looks like a raptor.
Yeah.
They're crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
It could slice your neck off.
I didn't know they were real.
That's apparently what happened to this
He fell
guy.
over and...
See, what I don't understand...
He got the bird.
If you have a dog that bites somebody, and especially if it kills somebody, they destroy that animal. They're auctioning this cassowary off.
That bird's worth a lot more than any dog.
That is true. That is true.
It might be bulletproof.
When you can say I'm auctioning off this animal, it's not just a cheap little pit bull or something for a couple
I'd like
$100.
to auction off my pit bull.
Yeah. That looks good in the end. Only killed one person so far, so let's go get him.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Loves children.
They're rappers with
They
better
are
records
tasty.
than that.
Children are the other white meat.
Yeah.
Let's
The
see.
bird
Let's
doesn't
see
see
what
color.
we got here. A California amputee was able to joke that he now lost 2 legs skydiving after authorities discovered the man's $15,000 prosthetic limb, which had detached and tumbled to earth during an otherwise successful Sunday jump. Dion Calloway, who had his leg amputated after a skydiving accident 2 years ago, apparently didn't learn anything. Told the Press Democrat that once he'd landed after a 10,000-foot plunge, he spent hours searching for his prosthesis to no avail. I've jumped with a prosthetic before, but a rush of air got caught inside this time, and it just flew off. I tried to watch where it was falling, but I was so overwhelmed in that moment I could not keep track. The limb was eventually recovered at a nearby Cloverdale lumberyard. It was a homing leg. It was going back to its roots.
Have you seen the video of the people who were tandem parrot? They jump off the cliff with the big kite thing. What's it called?
Yeah, the parasail. Is it parasail? No,
No.
it's not parasailing.
We know what we're talking about.
Hand gliding.
Hang gliding. The guy who runs the trip did not strap the other guy in at all.
I saw this.
And he
I
hangs
saw
on
that,
the
yeah.
whole trip. I would have just
saw
died.
that. Yeah, that would have been.
Because, that's a lot of upper body strength mixed with fear and, wanting to kill that dude for trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the only reason he hung on. Is he was trying to get up there and drag him down, too.
Oh, I would have, I'd have pulled him so hard, I probably would have killed both of us.
Yeah. You're going down with me!
I watch those videos, man, my entire stomach drops. I can't take it.
That's crazy. That leg had been falling at about 200 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Talk about getting your ass kicked on the ground.
Picking up a lot of speed, yeah.
Yeah.
Fell into a lumberyard, though.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if it hit a lumberjack, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm sorry.
I cut down trees. I catch fake legs. That's dumb. An Arizona mother was arrested for allegedly assaulting her son for not keeping a, quote, good enough lookout as his grandmother shoplifted. Rebecca Gonzalez, 27, was taken into custody after police officers in Phoenix claimed to have witnessed her beating her 7-year-old son. According to court documents published by azfamily.com, Gonzalez on Friday walked out of a Walmart parking lot, of course, when police officers spotted her, quote, spanking the boy, then slapping him and finally punching him in the face. He's 7. He can take it. The boy allegedly told investigators that he was hit because he didn't watch out for his grandma good enough as she was shoplifting inside the Walmart.
Wow.
You got to start teaching them young.
You got. I mean, you got to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had to be a Russian grandmother. Grandma good enough?
You cannot. You can't turn your head. You got to keep an eye.
Yeah. Well, it's grandma good enough. She's still mad that she lost her beluga whale.
Yeah.
That was a weak callback.
I want to know what she was stealing.
Yeah, that would too. I'd like to.
Yeah.
What's Grandma stealing? Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why do you take his eyes off? Like, I mean, within a toy section or like candy aisle or
Don't
Depends.
Don't look. This is what you're getting for Christmas this
Yeah.
year.
Grandma's putting on that Depends. Make sure no one's come down this aisle.
Yeah.
Grandma, where'd you put that Pez dispenser? Shut up. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah. Yeah,
How did you get that lamp up there?
Ask your grandfather.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
And afterwards, she took a visit to the ginecologist.
giant college.
We have one
3, 5,
more, and we have
4,
time for one more. The lesson is clear: leave chimney work to the professionals like Santa. And that note of caution is particularly true for those climbing in with bad intentions, such as a would-be burglar who got caught at an Oklahoma business Monday after becoming trapped in a chimney for hours. The Tulsa Fire Department told Fox 23 the man had cut the electricity lines of the air conditioner and attempted to shimmy down the chimney of the business when he became stuck. Ava Segala, who works at the Durango Auto Center, said her boss raised the alarm when he heard noises emanating from the chimney early in the morning. He came in the morning and he heard whining and crying noises, and at first he thought it was a pigeon.
Oh, yay.
Because we get pigeons stuck in there all the time, and he listened closer and heard help. That's when he left, closed the doors, and called the cops.
Had sexy pigeons in. That was a sexy pigeon call.
That was a mourning dove, actually.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, nice try.
Oh, that's really good. I like it.
I used to do that in school, mess with teachers.
Oh.
When you said he got stuck in the chimney, my whole body like went into like a little shock, like a cold chill. Oh, tight spaces, man. It ain't gonna be me.
So have you been stuck in a chimney before? Or
No.
something? Oh, okay.
Just that one MRI machine did it for me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, they have the open ones for us bigger guys.
Yeah, at SeaWorld.
At SeaWorld. my ex-wife was an MRI tech for years, and she worked at a hospital down in Florida. And this was when open MRIs weren't popular. You had closed MRIs, and the open ones were basically for larger animals. Mm-hmm. And Rush Limbaugh came in, and they had to move him to one of these other clinics for the animals where they had a big enough MRI.
Move that beluga whale off. Move that beluga whale off that thing. We need to get Rush up there.
They're not big spaces.
Apparently, he had swallowed his golden microphone or something. I don't know. Something. I don't think he swallowed it. I think it went in the other way.
You can't swallow it that way.
Yeah. Yep.
Just engulf it.
Yep. That wasn't a swallow. That was a push. All right.
We're talking about stuff I can relate to. All right.
All right. That's our show. It wasn't that fun. All right. Holly, thanks for coming in.
It wasn't that fun, or wasn't that fun? What were you saying?
We'll let the listeners decide.
Okay.
I'm not. Who am I to judge?
Oh, okay.
Holly, you have shows coming up. Of course, you're going to be Saturday night. You're going to be doing a guest set late show for Charlie Hester at Wiley's Comedy Club.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Get your tickets. Get out there.
Like you say, on the 20th with the Barrel of Laughs, and then if I can get to it, I want to do the Fight Club tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night. Fight Club tomorrow night.
Fight Club tomorrow night. That'll be fun.
And like I said, we got.
I have enough of that at the house.
My friend,
there.
Chris Kowalski's open mic. That'll be
starts
fun.
Monday.
Yeah, starts Monday. And then, like I said, my friend Laura that has the Courtyard. We're going to be starting shows there. I think November 7th is a Saturday.
That's a little ways off.
We'll
probably have you back on here.
We'll get that in
then.
together, but that's something new. I'm organizing. I'm actually putting that together, and that should be a lot of fun.
Travis, you have any shows coming up or anything that you didn't write any of them down. You didn't mark it on your calendar, so you should keep an eye out for Travis.
I will be somewhere.
If you come across a show he was supposed to be on, let him know.
I wait for the message the day before. It's like a confirmation.
Where the hell are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've done that.
Oh God.
All right. Well, this has been an experience.
Yeah.
This has been a radio show. We'll leave it. Patrick.
Yay, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm done. All right. Thanks.
See you later.
Thanks for tuning in to the Life Radio Show.
Well, I'll tell you.
We'll be back next week with Charlie Hester and his guest co-host.
Charlie Hester.
Charlie Hester is back in as guest co-host next week. I've been Javi Firestein and Wally Sean.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Dismiss.
Get us out of here, Patrick. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
That thing's so big you must go to a giant college.